Hey, in today's video, I want to ask, are you missing in this one important note in your bass lines? I'll see you inside the video. Hey guys, it's James here from eBassGuitar.com. So a few times a week we put out these little short 1-minute videos, and every so often one of these videos blows up and gets thousands upon thousands of views. And a couple of weeks back on Instagram we put out this video saying, do you use this one note in your bass playing? And it's had tons and tons of views. So what I thought I'd do today is elaborate on that lesson and show you how to use this one important note. So the important note we're going to be discussing today is an interval called the ninth, and it's super sexy. I've loved using this interval for decades now. So I'll show you how the ninth works in just a second. But first off, I want to let you know there's a completely free PDF that comes with this lesson. So if you want to see everything we're discussing today written out in standard notation and tab, make sure you download your free copy. There is a link in the description below. So this interval that I absolutely adore is called the ninth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how this works technically and how to find it in any key on the bass guitar. Then I'm going to show you 4 of my favorite bass lines that use it. So how do we get the ninth? It's dead simple. All you need to do is play up the scale. So let's do this in the key of C. So we're going to go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Just a simple, straightforward major scale. And so you can think of that as root, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. And then to get the ninth, all you need to do is go one step into the next octave. And so we go up a whole step, and that is a D. So that is the second degree of a scale, C, D, but up the octave. And what you discover is it creates some really cool bass lines. So I want you to practice that to begin with. And you'll discover it's super cool because you can slide into it. So there are a ton of songs out there which use this interval, and I think you'll discover it sounds so sexy. So let's start off with one from the 1960s which sounds like this. So that of course is Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison. So let me teach you the bass line, then I'll show you how the ninth interval works. So it starts off with 2 E's, open E's like that, a G sharp, a B, and then an open D like that, and then we go to the F sharp there on the D string at the 4th fret, and then down to the E, then down to the D. So 8 notes. So technically how this works is it is going up an E major scale like this. So E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, and then we have the D sharp there. And in the case of this bass riff, we're actually flattening that half a step, so we get a D natural, which is the open string. But then we go to the octave there, and then we can get our ninth here, which is the F sharp, which when we're playing in the open positions falls really nicely under the hand. So there we go. Check out that F sharp there. Sounds super cool. Let me finish off by playing it with the drum track once more. So let's move on to our second bass riff that uses the ninth. It sounds like this. That, of course, is the unmistakable sounds of Paul McCartney's bass line to Day Tripper. Now, this uses pretty much exactly the same set of notes as Roy Orbison's Pretty Woman, but they've just added one more note in there. So we end up with this. So let's slow that down. So it's simply an open E, and then go to a G natural at the 3rd fret, slide in or hammer on to the G sharp, and then go to the B. And then I've just gone to the octave, to the D, and then to the F sharp there, which is our 9th, back to the 5th, and then to the D, and then to the E to finish it off. But I want to make this a touch more challenging and put it up the octave. This will force you to use all fretted notes, so it's all a little bit more challenging with your fretting hand. So let me take you through how to do that. So I want you to place a 2nd finger on the E at the 7th fret, go to a G to a G sharp, which is the 5th, 6th fret on the D string, and then play a B with your 4th finger on the D string, and then hit the octave up there, and then go back to the D, like that. Then hit the B there, and then we're going to slide up to the F sharp at the 11th fret. And that will give us our 9th, and then the last 3 notes are simply a B, a D, and an E, like that. So try both versions, the one down the octave and the one up the octave. They're both written out on the PDF that comes with this lesson. So let me play you the one up the octave with the drum groove. So this is example number 3, which is a classic disco bass line from the 70s. Check this out. So that, of course, was Ain't No Stopping Us Now by the legendary McFadden and Whitehead. So this one is a touch different because the previous two have worked over major scales. This one works over a minor chord or minor scale. It is largely our classic box shape as well. So let me talk you through how this 4-bar bass line works. We start off with 2 B flats, 6th fret on the E string, and then just after the 2nd beat, we go up to A flat, F, A flat, like that, and then we slide into our 9th here, which is going to be a C. And notice with these 9ths, they sound beautiful when you slide into them. And then to finish that bar off, we go back to the A flat there, and then go to a B natural to take us into the next bar, which is a C. And then the next bar is, so we go C, B flat, C, and then we go B natural to the F, and then this lovely little chromatic line to finish it off like so. So the last beat of the bar is F, E flat, C, B natural, B, like that. So this is the 2-bar chord bass line. Like so. And then there's one subtle difference with the 4-bar version of it. It is identical up until the last 2 beats of the 2nd bar of the 4th bar phrase, if you see what I mean. So it's this. And we just play 2 quarter notes, make them strong and make them really punch out and put a beautiful slide on the end. But make sure you really check out that that, because it works so nicely over a minor chord. So let me play it with the drum machine to finish off. guys, we've got one more example after this, but just before we get there, I'd love to ask you, if you're enjoying this lesson, please make sure you subscribe to the eBassGuitar YouTube channel, because we release a lesson every single week designed for beginner to intermediate bass guitar players who want to push their bass guitar player to that advanced bass player and play super funky bass lines like these. So there is a red subscribe button somewhere around this video, and you'll be the first to know when a new lesson goes live. So this is example number 4 from a band which is a little bit more up to date, but this is a wonderful example of hearing the ninth in action. So that is Crush by the Dave Matthews Band. I loved that bass line the first time I heard it in the late 90s. So this is a 2-bar bass riff over a B minor chord. So it starts off with this pick up 16th note into 2/8 notes, which sounds like this: 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Then we go into like that. Ba, 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 which is simply an F sharp, an A, and a B, like so. So that's the first bar. Now this is where the magic happens in the second bar. So the first 5 notes are the same. And then we hit the A, and then we slide into the ninth up there. So you can start to see the ninth has quite a distinctive shape on the fretboard, so the ninth in this case is a C sharp, and then back to the B. So the second bar sounds like. So when we put the whole of the 2 bars together, we end up with this: 3, 4. So to wrap up, I'm going to have a jam over the bass line to Crush and experiment and have some fun. But what I would love you to do is go away and experiment with the ninth. Work out how it technically works on the fingerboard, and then see how you can integrate it into your bass lines, because it's super versatile and sounds so good when you use it. So this is me having a jam over Crush by the Dave Matthews Band. Guys, that's the end of this lesson. Don't forget, all the riffs that we've covered today are available in the free PDF that comes with this lesson. There's a link in the description below where you can grab your free copy. Don't forget, if you want to push your bass guitar playing to that next stage, make sure you jump over to eBassGuitar and check out the Bass Lab Plus. The Bass Lab Plus is my private members training program where I help bass players play the very best bass guitar even of their life. There's a link in the description below where you can grab a free 14-day trial. Right now, I'm going to leave you with 2 more videos which I think you're going to super enjoy. So they are right here.